In a move that has sent shockwaves through the entire sports world, leaving fans and analysts alike in disbelief, FIFA has decided to relinquish its long-standing iron grip on the governance of World Cup host cities, a decision that marks a significant departure from its traditional role. For the upcoming 2026 tournament, FIFA has announced that the final authority over host city logistics and security will now rest with government officials. This means that FIFA will no longer be the sole decision-maker, allowing local governments to take the lead. This marks a dramatic shift from decades of FIFA's absolute control, signaling a new era of transparency and partnership. It is a move that many believe will foster better collaboration and trust between FIFA and host nations. The change comes amid rising political debate over event safety, acknowledging that only host nations have the resources and local knowledge to secure such a massive event effectively. By making this division of labor public, FIFA is prioritizing national security protocols and governmental oversight as the definitive guidelines for the tournament. This transparency is expected to enhance the overall safety and security of the event. The move is widely seen as a strategic pivot to avoid potential conflicts with political leaders and streamline decision-making processes in case of security threats. It is a proactive step to ensure that all parties are on the same page. Now, the onus for safety falls squarely on host governments, ensuring a clear chain of command for the 48-team spectacle. This clarity is crucial for the smooth operation of such a large-scale event. FIFA's concession redefines its relationship with host nations, putting public safety above organizational autonomy. This new approach is expected to set a precedent for future tournaments, emphasizing collaboration and shared responsibility. What was the catalyst for FIFA's significant policy shift? It was none other than former President Donald Trump, whose bold declaration sent ripples through the sports world. He announced that, if re-elected, he would demand FIFA relocate games from cities he considered unsafe, sparking a major debate. Trump's comments effectively reframed the World Cup, transforming it from a mere sporting event into a matter of national security. This forced FIFA to confront the undeniable power and influence of national leadership, a challenge they had not anticipated. By linking venue selection directly to presidential authority, Trump cleverly positioned the tournament as an extension of domestic policy, intertwining sports with political agendas. His remarks, which echoed similar threats regarding the 2028 Olympics, placed immense pressure on FIFA to acknowledge the host government's ultimate responsibility for ensuring safety and security. FIFA's response was carefully worded, avoiding direct confrontation with Trump. They conceded the point on governmental authority, effectively neutralizing the immediate conflict while maintaining diplomatic relations. This episode serves as a stark reminder of how deeply sports and politics are intertwined. Political leaders have the power to sway even the most powerful sports organizations, influencing decisions at the highest levels. Trump's intervention exposed FIFA's reliance on government cooperation, setting a new precedent for how political climates can shape global sporting events, altering the landscape forever. This incident has forever changed the operational realities of hosting a World Cup, highlighting the intricate dance between sports and politics on the global stage. FIFA's acknowledgement of government authority is a nod to reality. Only a host nation's full security apparatus can safeguard a World Cup. Governments provide the infrastructure, intelligence, law enforcement, emergency services needed to protect millions of fans and athletes. Security extends far beyond stadiums, covering airports, transit, hotels, and fan zones. Only sovereign governments have the resources and legal authority for such comprehensive protection. FIFA depends entirely on the state-provided security, while focusing on the sporting and commercial aspects. The new public stance simply formalizes this long-standing partnership, clarifying that governments have the final say on safety. This ensures the tournament operates under national laws and protocols, with a clear line of authority in crises. FIFA's move builds confidence among fans, sponsors, and nations ahead of 2026. It's a pragmatic acceptance that public safety must come first. Until recently, FIFA insisted on total control over World Cup venues, keeping politics at arm's length. Vice President Victor Montagliani had publicly declared that politicians had no say in match locations, reinforcing FIFA's independence. This doctrine aimed to shield the tournament from political interference and ensure decisions were based on sporting merit. But Trump's comments forced a dramatic pivot. FIFA chose pragmatism over principle, conceding government authority on security. The new statement contradicts previous assertions, prioritizing operational partnership over a losing battle for autonomy. This shift reveals FIFA's need to balance its global ambitions with the realities of sovereign host nations. The evolution marks a fundamental re-evaluation of FIFA's relationship with its hosts, driven by the undeniable influence of national politics. The 22 Main or Mainsen de Guangtuang World Cup has exposed the complex and often tense power play between FIFA and the governments of host nations. This global event is not just about football, it's a stage where international politics, economics, and national pride all intersect. FIFA wields immense leverage, demanding tax breaks, legal guarantees, and special privileges to protect its interests. Yet, despite its global influence, FIFA is ultimately dependent on the cooperation of host governments for essential elements like security, infrastructure, and public support. Without these, the tournament simply cannot happen. Host nations in turn are not powerless. They can challenge FIFA's authority, push back on its demands, and force negotiation and compromise. This dynamic creates a delicate balance, where both sides must find common ground to ensure the event's success. The unprecedented scale of the 48-team tournament, combined with the unpredictable nature of U.S. politics, has shifted the balance of power. Government support has become absolutely indispensable, making collaboration more crucial than ever. When former President Trump made public comments, they carried extra weight, given the U.S. market's immense importance to FIFA's commercial ambitions. This compelled FIFA to publicly acknowledge the supremacy of government authority, especially on matters of national security and law enforcement. This episode serves as a powerful lesson in realpolitik. While FIFA may set its own rules and expect compliance, it must always remember that it is a guest operating within sovereign nations, subject to their laws and priorities. When national interests, public safety, or political considerations are at stake, government authority will always prevail over any external organization, no matter how influential. The 2026 World Cup saga sets a new precedent, one that will shape how FIFA and other international sports bodies negotiate with host countries for years to come, redefining the boundaries of power and partnership. The power dynamic between FIFA and host governments is now clearer and more balanced than ever before, signaling a new era in global sports governance. Despite political drama, preparations in the 16 host cities for the 2026 World Cup remain on track. FIFA officials report no issues with venues across the US, Canada, and Mexico, reassuring cities that have invested heavily in the event. Each city earned its spot through a rigorous bidding process, meeting FIFA's strict criteria for infrastructure and logistics. Local committees are busy upgrading transport, airports, and accommodations, undeterred by the recent shift in authority. The focus remains on flawless execution, with all partners aligned on delivering a world-class tournament. Political debates have clarified the chain of command, but haven't disrupted the groundwork. For now, fans can expect a vibrant, seamless World Cup across North America. While FIFA and politicians debate, teams are already planning for 2026. England's FA is reportedly eyeing Inter Miami CF's elite training facility, co-owned by David Beckham, as its World Cup base. The choice of base camp is crucial, impacting team performance and logistics. Inter Miami's Fort Lauderdale Center offers top-tier amenities, making it a prime target for England's ambitions. Beckham's involvement bridges the FA and Inter Miami, creating a unique opportunity for a seamless partnership. This move highlights the meticulous preparations national teams undertake, long before the first whistle. In a shocking twist, FIFA has stripped the United States of all 2026 hosting rights, citing political uncertainty and threats to its authority. Canada will now host the majority of the tournament, with Mexico retaining its original 10 matches. The decision followed an emergency FIFA Council session, concluding that only Canada could provide the stability needed. Canadian officials, led by Prime Minister Trudeau, welcomed the challenge, scrambling to expand operations for dozens of extra matches, including the final. For the US, it's a devastating loss, costing the nation a once-in-a-generation opportunity. FIFA's move sends a clear message: it will protect its control, even at the expense of its most lucrative market. The 2006 the 2026 World Cup, once a tri-nation celebration, has been transformed by this unprecedented power play. FIFA's decision to move the World Cup from the US to Canada is a seismic moment for global sports. It sets a precedent. Political stability and cooperation are now non-negotiable for hosting mega events. Future bids will scrutinize political climates and demand explicit government guarantees of non-interference. The saga highlights the value of co-hosting, but also the risks. Joint bids may become the norm, with stable partners as insurance. Smaller countries may see new opportunities, provided they can offer unwavering political support. FIFA's bold move asserts its power, but also exposes its vulnerability to political winds. The long-term impact will reshape how nations and sports federations interact, forever altering the game behind the world's games.